Hey guys, welcome back. So guys, we are continuing our Laravel 9 e-commerce series. And now guys, in this video, we are going to learn how to integrate a PayPal checkout payment gateway. So guys, as we go on here, online payment, and we need to create a button for the PayPal. Okay. So now guys, let's get started. So first step, let's go to our paypal.com and just get login. So let's log in here first. Let me just log in. If you don't have, please register and then log in. So now guys, once you logged in, we need to go to developer.paypal.com. Okay, just hit enter. So your account will be already logged in. Okay, so you can see that, go to dashboard. So now guys, you can see that my app and credential, and here is a sandbox. So which you can find default application. Okay, so this sets, let's go there. And you find all your details. So this is your sandbox and this is the client ID. And now guys, we need to go to the checkout. So go to docs and click online on the next tab. So here you come to the checkout part and get started. And there you find checkout, standard checkout. So let's click on integrate. We went here, and now before getting started or your code, please read all this carefully, so you can understand what is your secret key, sandbox client ID. So just now I showed you what is this client ID. Here for the sandbox, we already have that. And yep guys, and how it's going to be, it's shown over here. And then one add payments button, sample JavaScript code. Let's begin on this client side example. Okay, so this is the HTML view guys. Complete here, and we begin with the script tag first. So let's copy this and go back to our application. So here this is our checkout page, so we need to go to our checkout blade file. So let's get back, and here is our checkout show blade.php. As simple guys. And now let's add the script tag. So we are in the Livewire component, so instead of using section, we are going to use push and end push. Push function where script, not script, let me add it to scripts. Okay, and then end push, and you need to paste your script tag. So first step guys, in this script we will read on the documentation. We get that replace test with your own sandbox business account app client ID. So we already have that. Let's go here. We already get this. Let's copy and again get back and paste at this ID. That's it guys, done. And now one more thing guys, we are using this push. So we need to set up this push at where? In your front end. So wherever you are using the Livewire component, you need to use that. So for that, let's go to the blade guys first. Where is it? Controller, checkout controller. Here is our blade file. So let's go to this blade first. And yep. So this is the Livewire which we are on the checkout show blade.php, right? So now you need to go to this extends app layout. Okay. So let's go to layouts and app blade.php. As simple guys. So at this script, Livewire script, below that you need to use stack at stack, stack stack function, and inside this function you are going to type scripts scripts. Okay, so same code you will copy and get back to your checkout show blade.php and paste here in the push. Done guys, and now this will start working. Now guys, let's get back to our documentation. So now guys, let's get below, and here you see one div tag, and after that we see the script. So let's copy that complete script till below. Let me right click and copy and paste below your this script link. As simple guys, done. And now let's get back, and what about this div tag? So we'll copy this and get back. So wherever you want to show the button, you need to paste over there. So this is my online payment mode, and here is that button. Let me comment this button and paste the button here. Okay, so before this, let's open a div tag and put inside that, and here you need to write wire colon ignore. Okay, so Ajax call what does, it refreshes the page and gives you the data. So we don't want this section to be refreshed, so we are adding this wire colon ignore, as simple. So all set guys. Now let's get back and check the output first. Yep, let's refresh here, and now let's click on online payment, and here you see you get that PayPal option. Okay, online payment PayPal option, as simple guys. And now guys, let's begin with validating the inputs first. So when I click here, it should validate all the inputs. So as simple guys, let's get back, and at the script itself you need to work. So guys, here you see is the code of create order and approve of the order. Okay, but we don't find that option for validating. So we have an option in the documentation, API SDK, and here JavaScript SDK. Let's click on it in next tab. So now guys, let's go to complete reference here, and you move to your overview here, everything it provides. So we need to go on this on click one. Okay, so let me just Control C, Control F and find that on click, and you move below and you see that function here. So let's completely copy this, copy and get back and paste here. Let's paste it. Done guys, and just add comma. So don't forget to add this comma. So first step, we will change this from query selector to get element by ID. Get element by ID, and it's going to be full name. I mean, this is the input name, and instead of check, let's type value. So you have to check whether the value is present or not. Okay, so this full name, it's by ID. Let's get back on the form, and these are our input fields, complete input fields. We don't have ID guys, so let's write the ID. Just select with the wire colon differ and go to next and add ID equal to double quotes. Inside that you are going to paste each input name value. Okay, so that is phone, email, pin code and the address. So we have all the input IDs. Let's get back to the script, and here same way you are going to check. So let me just bring down and add a or condition, or let's copy the same condition with the not. Okay, paste here and Control C guys, and again just paste that 5 times. So this will be the full name. Next is phone, email, pin code and address. Done. And now call the livewire dot emit function. So here we tell validation for all, as simple guys, and then you are going to return false. After this you need to break the code. So now guys, let's go on the controller and create this function. I mean, listen to this emitted event. So first let's go to our checkout show.php, and here before the rule, let's write the code about listener. Protected $listeners is equal to inside array. You are going to send the event. Okay, so this way we are emitting that and we are listening here, as simple guys. And now we are going to create the rule, I mean function, with that same name. Paste here, and we do not require these things. Let's remove that, and here we just need to call that $this of validate function to check the validation, as simple. Get back to your blade file. So once the validation is true, then in the else condition you are going to paste all your data. Okay, so at this dot set function, column name or the variable name. So variable name in the sense like whatever variable you have assigned here, full name, email, phone, pin code, address. So these are the variables which you will be setting here. Full name, and the what value you are going to get, you will get from this ID. Let's copy and paste here. So you get the value from this input and you set that. Done. So paste 5 times and change the field. Email, phone, pin code, and address. All set, guys. Done. And now let's get back and check for the validation first. So let me just minimize here everything. Yep, let's get back. First we will check the validation, guys. Here you see that we have phone number, pin code, and address is empty. Let's go on online payment and click here. So you see that, okay, perfect, we got the response here, guys. So now guys, if we click again, you see that this is getting vanished. Okay, so it should be online payment only, right? So when you click on this, but it's going to be on cash on delivery. So what we can do, we can just add this wire : ignore. Let's get back to the checkout blade and just move top. So we have added this wire : ignore here only, right? So you can just Control X and paste to this complete row. Okay, so you just need to add here at this column MD12. Perfect. So now guys, let's get back and start with the correct data. So we are going to fill the correct input and let's create the order. So here you see value amount. So this value amount should not be the static. Instead we have to create the correct value amount. So let's open double curly braces and send the total amount. So we have already sent from the backend, guys, on this page to view at this. Okay, so let's copy that same variable. Let's get back to the Livewire controller. At the render function, we have that total product amount. So this variable only will be printing it. So $this of total product amount. Done. And now guys, let's get back and yep, let's refresh and start with the payment, and your total amount should be seen. So yep, let me add some data. Some address. Let's click on payment, online payment, and PayPal. So your pop-up comes. You need to log into your account. So you need to have a sandbox.paypal.com account. Okay, so we already have that. Let me just show you here. If you go to your accounts here in this account, sandbox account, you'll find your login ID and credentials. So let me just show you. Okay, so this is my one partner account, one default, and this is default. This is for business and this is for personal. So I'm going to use this account and log in with this account. Okay, so log in now. Perfect. So you see guys that we have 14,240 USD. So this is the checkout amount. So let me cancel this, guys, because this is a lot big amount. So I just want to pay some $1. So let me cancel, and it's cancelled, and you see that 14,240 USD. So guys, let's test the payment gateway. So for that, I just wanted to comment this. Let me comment and pass a static amount 0.1. Let's give the static amount and place the order. So guys, while placing the order, you need to do some more codings. So over here, you see that once the payment is done, you are on the approve and you get a return here. On this return, you see a console log where all the order details it will show and the transaction in the alert ID. So let me just comment this alert and let me remove all this code. We don't require it. Yep. So now let's use this in a if condition. If transaction dot status So this transaction dot status is double equal to completed. So this is the status, guys, which we get from the response. Okay, let's again, in the if condition, here you have the transaction ID. So we will emit the event. So let me just copy from above how to emit event here, livewire.emit function. Let's copy and paste here, and this emit will be like transaction emit, and you need to send the data. So we have this transaction ID. Let's copy and paste here. We get the ID and we send inside this. Once the transaction is successful, then you will call this Livewire emit event. So guys, we need to listen to this event first. So let's go to our checkout show.php. At the beginning, you're declared the listener. Let's use comma and again add this. So I'm now listening to this event, and at this event I want to call one function. So what is that function? Let's create it. Okay, so paid online order, as simple. So we'll create a function with this name. So yep guys, let's create one function with the name paid online order, and you don't need to get anything, but you are going to get the value. So what value is that? That is your transaction ID. You are passing it. So you are sending this data as a parameter. Okay, so you are getting that value, or you can tell the transaction ID, payment ID, anything. So I'll keep it as a value. And now guys, you get this data. Let's send this in a payment ID, so which we have already created that in previous video. So here is a payment ID. So transaction is nothing but the payment ID only, as simple. And now guys, we need to see this payment mode also. Let's get here and tell $this of payment mode equal to paid by PayPal, as simple guys. Done. And now you write the code for place order. So we can copy the same code. We don't have to change anything. Here is the code guys on COD cash order. So let's copy this complete code and paste back in the paid online one. Done guys. And in the success of the place order, we clear the cart, create the session for the message and show the message and redirect to thank you page, as simple guys. That's it. Now guys, you can just get back again to your checkout blade. Let's get back and you inspect. Okay, so we see that error guys, one text error is there. I think this is for the alertify. Yes, correct, it is for the alertify. Here we see that it's telling we don't find that, so we can just add a if condition. Let's get back to your app.blade.php file. At this window, add event listener. Let's copy this event.detail, just add in a if condition. If this data comes, then you're going to show. Okay, as simple. Let's close back the file, and now guys, you can just get started with the placing order. So let's refresh and start with the place order option. So first let's fill some data, 888, 999, 888, some pin digit and some dummy address, and let's go to online payment and click on the PayPal button. Okay, we need to log in, so I have already logged in. So here you see guys, 0.10 USD, because I have given that amount here. As you see here, that I have already added as a static amount. I just wanted to check with the small amount. Okay, so let's get back on the payment, and yep guys, just click pay now. Perfect. So order is placed successfully and order placed, and now guys, it's redirected to thank you page. Cool. Perfect. All set guys. And now let's get back to our database and just check. Let's get back to orders table. So guys, let's go below, and here you see we have order ID 7, and let's scroll, and you see that we have got the order. Perfect. So paid by PayPal, and you have got the transaction ID, that is payment ID. And now guys, let's check the order items also. Obviously it's the same code of place order, so online payment place order is also going to be same. So order ID 7, it's placed here. Cool. So guys, we have successfully completed how to integrate a PayPal checkout smart buttons in our Livewire Laravel 9. Okay, so guys, in this video that's it. So guys, let's continue next video. Thank you for watching this video guys. Please subscribe, like and share.